You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3, and I always tell you that yes, we're all about the fun, but we're also all about the important conversations. And this morning, it is time that we embrace our health and wellness fully. And this is why we're having a conversation about menopause, which is honestly just a woman moving from one phase of her life into another. We're joined by Ashley Smith, a researcher at the Medical Nutritional Institute, and she's going to be letting us know about the journey that women go on when we talk about menopause and their health as a whole. So let's welcome Ashley. How are you, my lovely?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing, thank you. Ashley, I feel like women always shy away sometimes from having this conversation when we say menopause. You know, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to understand for other people, but it's also a thing of us talking about hormonal imbalances and yes, it being there when we go through menopause, but also when we actually go through puberty.
So starting with puberty, hormonal imbalances can trigger a host of changes in a young woman's body from irregular periods, weight gain, acne, and then the typical PMS symptoms, so the bloating, the mood swings, the fatigue, and so on. And then between puberty and menopause lies a significant portion of a woman's life, and that's the reproductive years. And during the reproductive years, the effects that hormonal imbalances have on a woman's mental health and physical health are sometimes overlooked. Obviously, when you're pregnant, your hormones get a lot of attention, but for the vast majority of this life stage, a woman isn't pregnant. However, it is still important to address your hormonal imbalances. During these years, hormonal imbalances can actually contribute towards more serious health conditions such as polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS and other conditions as well. And then lastly, we come to menopause, which is where your hormonal imbalances really reach their peak. As your progesterone and estrogen levels decrease, you start to experience a multitude of symptoms from hot flushes, night sweats, mood swings, along with many other really difficult to deal with symptoms. And this can really impact a woman's quality of life. And it can also actually increase your chance of developing the metabolic syndrome and cardiovascular disease.
Oh my goodness. And this is why I guess then we need to sort of support women when they get to this sort of life. But I also know that when you were just speaking now, you took me back to when I was a younger girl and I was going through all these hormonal imbalances and it's such a crazy time, which is why I can imagine that once you get to menopause, it's now again another shift. And that's why I say we need to be supportive of the women who are there. How can we actually do that and allow it to be a little bit more manageable?
So certain supplementations and ingredients can help to alleviate the symptoms of menopause. It's worth noting that there's been extensive research done into various natural ingredients. And these natural ingredients, when they're used correctly, they can actually be very effective. And then it's actually also important to know that hormonal imbalances during puberty and your reproductive years can actually set the stage for more pronounced symptoms during menopause. And so by addressing hormonal imbalances earlier on in life, you can actually potentially reduce the severity of your menopausal symptoms.
Oh, wow. Actually, this is why I always say you guys are here to the rescue. So this is why I also need to ask you then, MNI, how do you guys help us do that? Because that's actually something so incredible and something I never thought about, that, you know, addressing those issues allows me to have a little bit of a better quality of life once I get to an older age.
Yeah, definitely. So MNI has developed Ovivance, which is a product that supports women's hormonal health at every stage of life, from puberty through to menopause and then beyond that. Ovivance contains a unique combination of ingredients that work to restore hormonal balance, thereby alleviating the symptoms that we feel at every stage of life. Furthermore, by balancing these hormones, you reduce your risk of developing future health complications. It is an excellent choice as a daily product for women's health. It contains only natural ingredients in optimal amounts that are known to be safe and effective. It is affordable and it comes in tablet form, and you can pick it up at your nearest pharmacy or you can get it online at mnilifestyle.co.za. And then if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us at expert@mnilifestyle.co.za.
I love that. And actually, women's lives are tough enough. So thank you very much for doing this for us.
Thank you.
It is MNI making the difference in terms of the journey for women, because we all know that at some point or another, you go through those ups and downs, but they're here to help you navigate them. And this is why we trust them and we say thank you so much to the MNI family. It is always good to be with you right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Don't go anywhere.